Yeah.
Wednesday, February 24th, 5th. What's today's date? Anyway, it's our Friday. It's our
Yes.
resident time traveler, Hey Joe, his Thursday, and it's your Wednesday. So if you're confused, don't worry about it. So am I. uh,
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Saturday Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
We got Hey Joe in the house. I'm Alan
Mm.
C. And we got Johnnie J, president and station manager of Innervision FM. I kind of forced myself to take a couple of days off.
Mm.
Monday had some power issues. Yesterday, I was getting ready for the show and I laid down for a second. Next thing I know, I'm waking up. It's like 6:30 at night, man.
Oh man.
I
Yeah,
had
it
some stuff
happens.
going on this week. This week too, I just had no time to get here.
Hey, it happens. I tell you, it happens. Man. I was sitting up here half asleep, and then I said, because I looked at like what people liked yesterday,
Yeah.
and I said, "Oh, we'll just do some more of that." It's
So we
like,
got a fun show for you today. Music history. Hotel California is back in the news.
oh yeah.
Monday, I guess Johnny talked a little bit about Hotel California. Did you guys know when you play that particular song backwards, it says all kinds of fun stuff? Not so fun.
Yes. Like we have something. Oh, and also would like to let people, hey, become like a member of our channel. It's like, you can start from $3 to $6 to whatever a monthly thing. And it really helps us out. Or you can go directly to our Cash App, Innervision J, and do us like that. And don't forget to like, share. Now we have this other guy. He comes and says, "Oh, I just want you to like and share. I never asked you for any cash." Well, I am. So we are. Uh, but you can also like and share and subscribe and leave a super chat as well.
What you
So,
want to do though is visit www.intervisionrecords.org. There is the mission statement of what Johnny J is doing,
mm,
and
mm,
that is super important to the disabled community, content creators, recording artists, singers, that kind of thing. Your generous assistance is invested right back into the community so
mm,
that the disabled or financially challenged can get their content some exposure and get it on out there. So
mm.
that's what your investments are going towards. Don't forget to visit www.intervisionrecords.org and do me a solid. Go ahead and email Johnny directly. That's Johnny with an IE at intervisionrecords.org. Toss a topic. If you want to hear something about something, let us know and we'll see if we can cover it for you.
Yeah, and people gave me some even more stories about like because I talked about Ozzy Osbourne biting the
Biting
head
off
off
her
the
back. Bruh.
bad head, but someone said like he was in the suits office and he took a dove and bit off that, which probably is a little bit more safer. So, so that so kind of fun. So I was looking at this one, and it's like it looks like here's a group that was known for rock and roll, and the lead singer was taking a bubble bath, and he started hearing this rockabilly sound, and in 1980 he came up with a song called "A Crazy Little Thing Called Love," and
That's a band called Queen, ladies and gentlemen.
yes, yes. So now that was something I did not know. So that's kind of cool.
It's weird because Queen had two sets of followers. One was the type that really loved their orchestration of
Mm,
music, the way that they put stuff together. And then towards the end of Freddie Mercury and his career with Queen, before he graduated to a different existence, uh, there was a show called, darn it, Highlander.
mm,
Queen was featured all through the Highlander movies, as
Hmm.
well as the music being featured in the series. Man, phenomenal,
Oh, okay.
series.
Oh,
I'm
well,
a
that was
big
that was their first #1 song here in the U.S. So, hey,
wow.
You know,
I
another
got,
band that got recognition by their soundtracks that they put in normal TV programming was Billy, not Squire, Billy.
Billy Idol? No?
No, did
Hmm.
Children of the Sun.
Oh,
Billy
All right.
shouldn't have said that.
Hmm.
I would have known it. I wouldn't have said
Hmm.
it.
Who did the
So
song
if there are folks out there in the Innervision FM universe that know who wrote,
Children in the Sky?
yeah, because that is one phenomenal man, and I just get it's right there on the tip of my tongue too.
What was the song again? It was called what?
Children of the Sun.
Children of the Sun. Wait a minute. Who did the song Children of the Sun? Hmm.
Billy Thorpe.
Billy Thorpe,
Billy
there you
Thorpe.
go,
Okay, there it is.
there
Okay.
you go, man. That was some good stuff, man.
Oh, another
But
song.
he
It was
did a
released by a group.
they did a sci-fi series with his music or with that
Hmm,
band's music.
hmm. And then this rapper called Tony Tip, which I never even heard of the guy, also did a song with a similar name. So, anyways, that's kind of wild.
Oh wow.
Okay. So in
So go ahead.
1976, a greatest hit album came out. It outsold almost every album uh, in the history of just album release, and that was done by the yeah, the best no, what is it called? The best hit song. This band did it and sold a lot of albums. The Eagles.
Yeah,
Best of, yeah.
Oh yeah,
for the Eagles.
yeah.
My uncle had that on 45, and so I'd spin it backwards and play Hotel California backwards. And
Mhm.
I'm not going to go too
Wow.
much into what I thought that it said, but I
Hmm.
will tell you it is a fun exercise if you want to figure out how to melt your brain.
Yeah. Now I
You
had
put
that
it
on.
in DAW and reverse it.
Yeah.
I had it on 8 track. I mean, when 8 tracks were
I had that
popular.
on cassette.
Oh wow.
Cassette.
When I was in the Navy, I had it on cassette.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it sold over 38,000, no, 38 million, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
38 million copies in the USA
Yeah.
That was
alone.
the one with the cow skull on it.
I th-
I don't remember
I think
that
so.
the album cover, but
and
that would have been cool.
I would have
No,
never known
that
that.
Desperado. I don't
Oh wow.
remember. One of
So
them.
Joe Walsh, Don Henley, who were the other big hitters in
Glenn
that
Fry.
band? Glenn Fry, and there was a couple of others. Man, I'll tell you, they were a good old band. They were a
Yeah.
good old band. Good old.
And And I heard, like Joe Walsh, he joined the band, but he was the front guy. And I heard that the guys who headed the band, and they said, we don't want you to do anything on the stage. We don't want you moving around because he's the front man. So he just did the expressions on his face was so
Yeah,
intense.
Don Henley and Glenn Fry were power mongers. They
Yeah.
they they wanted it their way, and nobody else could have anything to do with it. And
Right.
then I seen a interview with Joe Walsh, and
Yeah.
he was kind of coy about
Yeah.
what was going on. Don, what was
Yeah.
the other Don? The one that played lead, Don.
Not Don Henley, but
Well, no, Don Henley was drummer.
drum.
Sid
Oh, okay.
Meeks, the lead guitarist. He actually wrote Hotel California.
Ah, yes. Yeah. A classic riff. definitely. Then okay, in 1995, uh, Kurt Cobain, he really blew it up when he married Courtney Love, and I got some of her music. Don't look it over, da da da. And she said she wasn't really a good singer, but she had the attitude and all that kind of stuff. So it worked. It worked. And I heard her interviewed on Howard Stern show a few times. But yeah, that really shut things up when Kurt Cobain married her in 1990. Let's see, February 23rd, 1995. Make sure I got that right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting about Nirvana is I was in a band back in 91 called Cold Moon. And we were going to tour with Nirvana. And the unfortunate thing is back in the day, I was quite a bit of a drinker. So they used to call me alcoholic. In fact, some of the, some of
Oh man.
the, some of the people I run into, they still will call me coholic for short. I'll never
Oh
live
man.
that down. But it was the first and only band that I got fired from, so I never got to tour with Nirvana.
That's terrible. Wow. Gee, wow, man. That's
The guy I
crazy.
used to play guitar with when I was actually working for Ford, he was working for the same four outfit as I was.
Yeah.
He was in a band. Remember what was the band? Cinderella.
Yeah,
Oh
On
yeah.
stage, they would swing their guitars around their necks.
absolutely. Yeah.
My friend Jim Long is the one that taught him all that stuff.
Oh,
And
really?
Jim was
Yeah.
a heck of a guy.
Now
He
there
had a
was
bit of a temper, but
those guys had these big afros. How could they swing? I mean, were those afros real? Because if it was a wig, like Billy Preston, he wore a wig, and, and
oh
like so
no,
he
they had their real hair.
that
The
Yeah,
was their
hair
yeah.
brother.
bands, you got they was real hair.
So now what
Wow.
you would do is you would spike it up, but you would spike it in such a way as to where it would stick out and up,
Yeah.
so that when you, flipped your guitar around your body or around your neck, you would get it to where it'd go fast enough to where it wouldn't catch your hair all up inside the strap.
Oh man.
I
Gee.
remember when we were doing Power Slave, we all used to spike our hair up and shit like that.
Oh man. Jeez.
We did band photos at a church up in Westminster, like on Sheridan, I think it was, and we all had denim and leather and spiked hair.
Hmm. Shoot, that'll work. Hey, and then this is it's not in our topic thing, but yeah, I got this Motorola. I guess it's like the cheaper brand of iPhone, and so I just decided to get rid of the phone. It's one of these. It's talking to you here, and I decided just to get rid of it, sell it, get some money out of it. So we started looking up on. I guess you can go to Walmart and plug it in, and then they just do 3 steps, and then you can, they ship it off to them. And
Right.
I'm thinking like, I just paid it off $90. I've had it for like 9 months. I was on the slow plan. I think I was only paying $11 a month or whatever.
Yeah.
And the ladies, and I don't know if we matched up with my right phone, but she said $11. And I'm thinking like, I just paid $90 to close it out. Then on top of that, just because I used their line, they wanted me to pay another $34. And I'm
Wow.
thinking like, man, this is highway robbery. So I'm gonna go to there and find out if this is really what they say. And it's like, because that is crazy. So for all you musicians that are looking to make a little bit of money off of selling your old phone, because they always say like, turn in your old phone and and I hate this, and we'll give you another phone for free, but it's
Right.
not for free.
Right.
They just use that word free, and then once you get locked in, they say, it's 2 years, and we'll just get you on the low playing plan, and it would have cost this much, but now it costs this much, and it's like manipulation. It's like, yeah. So Beware, buyer beware. So
So, did anybody watch the SO2 address last night, the State of the Union address?
now I did. I'm not gonna do like Steve Harvey on the Steve Harvey show. And this is a station owned by Stevie Wonder, KJLH. He said he watched 8 minutes of it and he went to sleep because all Trump was doing was lying. And I'm thinking like, why don't you
Steve
say,
Harvey,
tell me,
really?
yeah, he said, tell me the lie. That was just an easy way to get out of it because he knew that some of his audience, because they're old, this is older people, some of them were probably conservative nowadays, so he got it. But his news lady, she said, yeah, Trump called the Democrats crazy, but she didn't say why he called them crazy. So if you didn't watch it, you just said, wow, he's just calling people crazy for no reason. No, he had a specific reason for calling them crazy.
It was interesting because I think he basically asked a question. He was something like,
Oh, this is how it
what-
was. If you believe, part of the Constitution is for the American government to protect the American people. Or
Stand
do
up.
you believe, yeah, if you believe in that and not believe in protecting illegals, stand up. And the Democrats sat down. So that's going to be good footage because they don't believe in protecting the American people who are paying their bills.
Yeah.
It's like, how stupid can you be? No, crazy wasn't a good word for them. Stupid is fits them even better. And
Yeah, I think I drank the censorship Kool-Aid too much, and I would just say misguided because, even if I didn't agree with the policies of the previous administration, I respect the office of the president enough to stand or to sit or to whatever the case may be to, at least show respect to the office of the president.
You
hmm,
know, Ilhan Omar was making all the
the yelling
problems,
noises.
and then they didn't kick her out, but Al Green, the loudmouth Democrat from Texas,
Uh,
they
Yeah.
booted him out.
Yeah, they got him
Right.
out right away.
He was
Yeah.
out within 30 seconds of the start of the State
Yeah.
of the Union. So,
Yeah. And I think Trump wanted those two ladies there because it really helped him along because they were
It
so
really
easy
did.
to yeah, it was so easy to set them up using those two
Talib
ladies.
and Omar.
Yeah, it was just easy to set them up with just different things, like the one with mutilating your children without the parents knowing. I mean, they were secretly trying to mutilate this girl. She's 14 years old, and then she ran away from home. And then when they caught up with her, they put her in a boys' home
right.
because and then she got out of that, and then the parents were able to get her back, and now she got a scholarship to go to college because she realized that she was just going through a phase, and they didn't need to remove her breast and hook on a little ding dong to what is it called to um what do they call it, confirm her psychological mindset at that time. So, so he set them up really good with that one, and I think what they said he hit the 80 to 90% positive ones that people were saying, yeah, we go along with this, and then he hit the ID, as you know, in New York, they were paying they were gonna pay people like $25, then they changed it to $30, and then they found out that people were going in, filling out the information and they gave you a shovel, right? And they said, go shovel. Taking the shovel home, watch TV, come back in 4 hours, get paid without shoveling any snow at all. Don't you know you got to have supervisors over these people? You just can't say, we trust you, go out and do it.
It's interesting because, whenever I was given any sort of job, go do this thing, and maybe it's just a blindness thing. But I will tell you, I did the job to the best of my ability. I never shirked it. I never,
Mm,
halfway did a job and okay, get me paid now.
mm,
Uh, I did the whole thing as best I could
mm.
with the tools I have.
That
So,
happened to me when I was back in the days when we used to pass out flyers.
right.
Uh, I had this one, man, I guess she was I don't know if she was Native American, but I would give her a whole sack of flyers and say, hey, pass these out. I'll give you $20. I swear she must have just went out, throw the flyers in a trash can, came back for the 20. And then we came up with a thing like if you're gonna put out the powers, you got to take a picture and send that picture. When the phones came in, that you could take a picture, that
Right.
really helped
Yeah.
because it's like you show me you posted it here, take a picture of it, send it back before you get paid.
Right.
But it's like, but you don't want to walk behind the person to make sure they're doing the job.
Well, it's interesting because free will is in play. And so, we've got to balance the honor system with the whole free will thing, understand and know that not everybody is going to have ethics.
Yeah.
And
Hmm. Especially if they think they can get away with it. It's like,
that's right.
so, it is what it is. And it was a learning curve. But yeah, anyway. Yesterday we talked about these guys that were having a large amount of babies because they go on tour. And because I was kind of thinking like this one guy, he's 26 years old. He had about 13 kids by the time he was 26. I said either he started at 10 years old, or then I forgot about, if you go from town to town and you know, have a baby here in this town, so you could have multiple babies in different towns.
Right.
And so I guess it gave me the other guys that had records. Now, this guy is called Baby the Rapper, was another sperm donor. He had 15 kids. So yeah, and I know like back in the day when we were farmers and stuff like that, we needed a lot of kids to
Sure.
farm the land.
Absolutely.
I don't know what these guys are farming, but it's yeah. And then
Heifers.
huh?
Heifers.
Yeah, first, yeah. Yeah. And DMX was another one who had 15 kids. So that's
Oh
like
yeah, I remember DMX. Wow.
yeah. Despite his, so they said despite his struggles, he racked up those many kids. What kind of struggles? But well, okay. He
Couldn't
didn't have
keep his
struggle.
finger in his pants. I don't know.
Yeah.
That kind of struggle.
Yeah. But he said, my children are my greatest blessings. Oh,
Well,
and
everybody else's blessing too.
yeah, fans joked that he needed a tour bus just to take his kids on a weekend vacation. Oh. Oh, now for you women, you young women who are following some of these female rappers, and I guess it's this thing where you put silicone in your butt. Uh, you're developing, your body's growing, and if you put some kind of foreign object in your body doesn't stop growing, your body doesn't stop maturing, it just grows around that. And
Right.
Cardi B found out the hard way. I guess she's going to get the rest of the silicone out of her rear end after her tour's over. And I guess she has to go to another country
Oh
to get
my.
done. And she says she doesn't want to hear from nobody for the next like 3 months after the tour is done. I guess recovering, because I mean that is taking silicone out of your body. I
Oof.
don't know. That's pretty interesting. But how come you
Well,
just get put? Huh?
how can you put that kind of man-made stuff in your body and not expect it to be rejected? I mean, they put other people's body parts in your body and it rejects
Yeah,
it.
yes.
You have a DNA for a reason. It doesn't like anybody else's DNA. They give
Right.
you anti-rejection drugs for that purpose so that it'll suppress your immune system so you can die of something else.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the key word is illegal. She went to have it done illegally. So there's a reason that they're not doing
Oof.
it like legally here.
Oof.
There are countries that, hey, you got the money, shoot, we got the injections for you, and
Hey,
they don't.
Chibornik, come over here. We fix you right up.
Yeah. Oh man. So,
Wow.
but they said her honesty helped to open up conversations, and I guess people put that stuff in their foreheads to smooth it out.
Botox.
Yeah, and I don't know the long term
Botox
side effects.
is from cow fat, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Well, yes, and you can get Botox a lot of different ways, but yeah, just call me old fashioned. I don't play with that stuff. I don't know.
yeah.
Hey, have
So
you tried our new tallow?
I do tell.
Now, Tallow's a different story.
No.
Tallow's a much different story.
I'm just
That
doing a
stuff
commercial.
is actually a good moisturizer. Do your research. Not trying to recommend anything. uh,
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, so the things that young people do, and then they get older and they learn not to do. So yeah, learn from your elders, I guess. So anyway, so that I mean that's gonna do that's the craziness in music history today, and so if you have any ideas, shoot them our way, Johnny at innovationrecords.org, and we'll give you a shout out. And we love the comments that we had for the last week or so, and keep
Absolutely.
those
Keep those
comments
comments coming.
coming. Yeah, definitely, definitely. So anyway, so what are you guys planning on doing for the next weekend? It's like as the volcano is still erupting and doing all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, you can go out at night and watch the fireworks.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
And it's pretty close. You can see it with your eye without zooming or anything, unless you
I
have
wa-
like bionic eyes.
I want to try to get down to Colorado Springs this weekend, and there's an electrician friend of mine that owns a company, and he also goes to what is it, Keros Bible College. I think he works there, does something there with him. So I want to go and see if I can't connect with some good old church folks. It's been a while since I've been in a church, and I'm kind of missing. First Corinthians
yeah.
chapter 15, verse 51 is where I got saved. Uh, First Corinthians chapter 15, the whole chapter is great, but when I read verse 51 and it just really laid it out for me, I was about 8 years old. So, uh, man, boy, was I excited when I got saved.
Hmm.
Um, so
Yeah. Hey, and if you guys, for the ones that are going to get triggered, I'm releasing this 4 song album called Mass and Capes. It talks about
Aston Capes,
it
yes.
talks about the history of masked men who people didn't throw snowballs at, and only ones that hated them were the criminals
Right.
and the law-abiding cities like in Gotham City. Uh, they say, "Hey, we need a Batman," or I don't know, the Metropolis. We need a Superman,
That
and
sounds
I
like
don't
a
know.
good song. We need a
Yeah,
Batman today.
yeah. I'm not sure where the Long Ranger was. He was just out on riding around with Kimosabe, and somebody said, what was the name of the Long Ranger's horse?
Silver.
Silver.
Silver, yeah, because he always say, "Hi, old Silver."
Silver,
Right.
away.
Yeah, yeah. So, the mass, don't fear the mass, and I took that from the Blue Oyster Cult. Don't
Don't fear
fear
the
the
Reaper.
Reaper. Uh, oh man. All right, you guys, you have a fantastic weekend.
You as well, out there in the Innervision FM universe. God bless, and we will